Well, happy Friday. Um, it's kind of a weird scenario that we're in for the next couple of weeks. And so, in my biology classes, I had several students that I think just kind of didn't know, what to expect with some of the worksheets or the Webquest. So, I'm trying to create real short videos that just go over, um, kind of what the answers would be. And so this is the web quest that you'll have on Friday. First of all, I probably need to tell Margaret to pay attention. She's probably on her phone. Um, you know, that's just going to be a typical part of this video. So, Margaret, pay attention. You know, Shivel's probably up, moving around all over the room. So we'll just try to get that out of the way first. If you'll go to this website, you'll notice there's going to be just like four main topics, and that's the questions you're answering. Um, I know that it's going to be easy just to copy and paste. In fact, that's exactly what I did. But do take a time to read it. So when you think about what are genetic professionals, they're focusing on genetics and counseling. Um, might even be geneticists. Question two: what are genetic counseling? What is genetic counseling and evaluation? I think many of you, when you talked about your learning from the video we watched on day one, I think many of you touched on one of these aspects. The risk that a person might see. You talked about percentages. You talked about, hey, I didn't really realize that this was connected to cancer. And so, and also, I don't know, at least half of the class made some kind of comment, that kind of connected to the empathy of how you realized, wow, these guys are going to be telling them a lot of bad information or heartbreaking news. And so you can kind of look at some of those things, which I think you kind of already been exposed to. How do I find a genetic professional? I'm not sure that in Bowling Green, this is a big field yet. I know it is in Nashville, but your healthcare provider might refer you. So for example, here it says, if you have a particular disease or you're in a particular age group, um, that they try to give you the help. And then how do I decide whether to see a geneticist? Um, I think this is where family history, and that's going to be kind of the focus that we're going to kind of move towards. So if you knew that you had uh, a particular genetic issue in your family, that would be one big reason. Um, sometimes it's you know trying to figure out, or maybe you're trying to assess risk. So that kind of takes us through the web quest. Shouldn't take you very long, um, and most of our assignments will be that way. So I want to emphasize a couple of things. You guys are older, and so my expectations from you in this time, even though it's kind of a wonky way to do class, is I shouldn't have to worry about you knowing, oh, if I have a question, I can send an email, get on remind, post a comment. So if you have any questions or any concerns, or if there's anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate. All right, I miss you guys. Um, Even though you drive me crazy most days, I am bored to death. So have a happy Friday. Try to have a great weekend, and you'll check back in with me on Monday.